ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। तौ संतोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूप सनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते। तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेखं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः। क्लास अच्छा अच्छा, क्लास खत्म होने के बाद माइक देने के लिए। वाह, यस। So very nice. What like? Acha, like Bhagavatam class. So after class we'll be having the doubts, question answer sessions. Okay, as you all say, I will follow that. No problem. Huh? Yeah. So what's going on in the last class? Who is the best among the all the sadhus? Paramaha mukhyaha sadhu kaha bhavati. Parama sadhu kaha bhavati. Who is that best sadhu? Who is that? Who is that best sadhu? Who is that? Yes, Mataji. Archana Bhakti Mataji. Yes, please.
Prabhuji, one who is superior in prema.
Okay. That much?
Well, you gave 3 factors to decide who is the best. So one who has the highest sakshatkara, that's the second factor. And the third factor is one who is purified of all the kashayas. So of all these 3, you said the highest one who has superior prema is the best. And all 3 factors are there, that's the best. And
even if he is not, if one is missing, then they are less compared to previous, who is having 3. So that means whose love is superior and whose sakshatkara is extreme, that means utkarshaha is an extreme, and who is completely free from all the kinds of the impurities. So he is the parama sadhu, paramaha mukhyaha. He got Bhagavat Parshad Deha. Yes. and highest sakshatkara, highest realizations, and no impurity. Who can be that sadhu, highest sadhu? Who can be? You? Who can?
Radharani, you
Yeah,
said.
yes. She is in Mahabhava. That means she is having the highest realizations. So that's why she is the so highest, the biggest devotee whom you can associate if you get. So that's why, of course, it is very, yeah, difficult to get this kind of association. But what is reality that we have to discuss? That kind of sadhus association getting is not so easy. That means who are already getting the Bhagavad Parshad Deha, so how they can available very easily. But in the day-to-day life, in our so conventional life, so whom we can get, so that we will be seeing. So in fifth canto, fifth chapter, third sloka is saying, एवामयीशे कृतसंहृदार्था जनेषु देहम्बरवार्तिकेषु गृहेषु जायात्मरतिमत्सु न प्रीतियुक्ता यावदर्थाश्च लोके. Those who are interested in reviving Krishna consciousness and increasing their love of Godhead don't like to do anything that is not related to Krishna. They are not interested in mingling with people who are busy maintaining their bodies, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. They are not attached to their homes, although they may be householders, nor are they attached to wives, children, friends, or wealth. At the same time, they are not indifferent to execution of their duties. Such a people are interested in collecting only enough money to keep the body and soul together. So, this sloka is telling about the practical sadhus whom we can get. So, what kind of sadhus we can get? Who are not having the parshada deha, but they are having the love in the Lord. Also, they are detached from the family and wife and so on so, but still they have the strong samskaras. So, such a people, such a sadhus are in general in the society. Not that the all the way you are getting all the sadhus in the form of Bhagavad Parshadate, Prapta Bhagavad Parshadate, like that? No, no. They didn't get any body, any spiritual body. But also, they have love. So, and also, they are having a detachment to the so and so, but still they have some kind of kashaya or samskaras. They have some samskaras. This is the reality. This is the reality. So now we have to know the classification of sadhus based upon the reality. Not that the best sadhu is Srimati Radharani, then we have to get association of her. That's all. This much only if you discuss and leave it, then what is the point of, what is the reality then? How can you get that association? That itself is extreme, such a, so very difficult to get that kind of sadhu. To get that kind of satsanga, you need even another sadhu. It's not easy. Huh? So now we have to discuss. So sadhus, so based upon the practicality. So now let us see. Like you all are having the in the mind how the sadhus can be classified. What are the symptoms of those sadhus and how to see their classification? So how you are all having the question, same question is also was in the mind of Nimi. The king Nimi is like all of you. And he's asking same question. Yatha Rajovacha अथ भागवतं ब्रूता यद्धर्मो यादृशो नृणां यथाचरति यद्ब्रूते यैर्लिङ्गैर्भगवत्प्रियः. No, bro. Same. So what Raja is, King Nimi, is asking to Navayogis. Maharaj Nimi said, now please tell me in greater detail about the devotee of the Supreme Lord. What are the natural symptoms by which I can distinguish between the most advanced devotees, those on the middle level, and those who are neophytes? Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta, Sadhus. So how to identify them? What are the symptoms of those? Please explain. What are the typical religious activities of a Vaishnava? And how does he speak? Specifically, please describe those symptoms and characteristics by which Vaishnavas become dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Please describe those symptoms and characteristics by which Vaishnavas become dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, okay. Atha in this sloka, Atha means Anantaram. The word Atha is having the meaning of Anantaram. After that, that means Nimi was asking so many questions and reply is given by all these Navayogis. So they were keep on giving the one after one reply to the questions of Nimi. So after that means after getting the reply from other questions, Bhagavatam Bruta. So Nimi was asking about Bhagavat. Please explain me, my dear yogis, about Bhagavat. Bhagavat means devotee. तज्ज्ञानार्थ सच नृणां मध्ये यद्धर्मो यत स्वभावः तं स्वभावं ब्रूत. To know about that Bhagavat, I want to know. So the nature of the Bhagavat. I want to know the nature. If you want to know the Bhagavat, what you should know? You know the nature of the Bhagavat. Yad dharma means nature. Yata cha sa acharati anutishtati. So the way how he acts, behaves. Tell me that behavior so that I can know Bhagavat. Yad brute tad vachanam cha bruta. Whatever he speak, what he speak, tell me what he speaks. So that I want to, so that I can know Bhagavat, what they speak. If I come to know, I can understand what is Bhagavat. Iti manasa kayika vachika linga prucha. First one is Swabhava. What he asked? The nature of sadhus. That means Bhagavat. Second is how he act. That's the Kayika. And how he speak. That is the Vachika. That means Nimi is asking. So now yogis, describe the various characteristics based upon the character, nature, activities. That means actions and speech. Symptoms based upon consciousness. Means based upon consciousness of the Bhagavat, you tell me the symptoms. Means how his nature is, how he acts, Kayika. That means what activities he does, Vachika means how he speaks. Krishna is also, Arjuna is also asking, what is it? Sita pragnasya ka bhasha. That Sita pragna is this. This is not Sita pragna. He is what? He is Bhagavat. And that is what? That is a Sthita Pragna who reached to the, reached to what? Huh? Prima? He reached, he got the detachment, that's all. Even he, who is perfected himself in the Nishkama Karma Yoga. That much. Okay, now let us see the various characteristics. That means of the Bhagavat. So these characteristics are classified as, so class characteristics related to mind, related to body, related to mind means nature, activities and speech. Acha, now next. Nanu purvam shrunvan subhadrani rathangapane ityadina grandhena tattal lingam linga Sri Kavina Uktam. Purvapakshi is saying, opponent. Before asking this question, even previously Kavi already explained about so various characteristics of a sadhu. Then why he is asking again? Nimi already heard from the Kavi. Then why he is asking? Why he is asking? Satyam, yes, he is asking again. Because Punah tadanuvadena teshu lingeshu yehi lingaihi sa bhagavat priyaho yadrushi uttama madhyamadi veda vivikto bhavati tani lingani vivachya bhruta ityarthaha. Why he is asking second time? Because he wants to know the classification of the sadhus into the three categories like Uttama, Madhyama and Kanishta. So that means sadhus are having the various characteristics, symptoms or characteristics. And based upon those characteristics, those sadhus can be classified into various categories. Now he wants to know those categories. Based upon those characteristics, categories based upon particular characteristics. Classification, divisions he wants. So that sadhu who is dear to the Lord. So yadrisha uttama madhyama tadi bhedena bheda viviktaha bhavati. So that the devotee, that means Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama, all Bhagavats are dear to the Lord. But they are also classified based upon their symptoms, based upon the symptoms what they showed. So now that's why he wants. So tell me those symptoms based upon which they are categorized into three categories. Uttama, Madhyama and Kanishta. This is the, so Ashanka, like you are also interested now. That means extreme sadhu is the Srimati Radharani, who got the Parshaddeha, who is in the Parshaddeha. What is God? She is not having Parshaddeha. She itself is Sarupa Sakti. Parshaddeha Jivatma will get. So the extremeness we don't want. We want the reality in this world, material world. So now we want to see the classifications. So let us see. And then what he replied. Hari is going to reply to the Nimi's question. This classification he wanted. Classification of the sadhus he wanted. Now who is going to reply? Hari is going to reply. Hari Ruvacha. Sarvabhuteshu yah pashyet bhagavad bhavamatmanah Bhutani Bhagavatyaatman Yesha Bhagavatottamah. First one is, we will start with the best, Uttama. Uttama Sadhu, Uttama Bhakta, Uttama Bhagavat. We are going to see. Sarvabhuteshu Yah Pashet. Sarvabhuteshu Yah Pashet. Sri Haviruvacha. Haviruvacha, whatever. The most advanced devotee sees within everything the soul of all souls. The Supreme Personality of God is Sri Krishna. Consequently, he sees systematically everything in relation to the Supreme Lord and understands that everything that exists is eternally situated within the Lord. So, okay, what is this linga? So we want to know lingas of linga, how many types symptoms are categorized into? How many types? Manasa, Manasika, Vachaka, and Kayika. That means the Bhagavad symptoms are categorized into 3. Yes. So based upon the nature, characteristics are divided in related to the nature, related to the activities, related to speech. So now we want to see sadhus, classification of the sadhus based upon what? Manasalinga. That means their nature. Based upon the nature, we want to see the 3 categories of the sadhus. Sadhus are into 3 categories. Sadhus are 3 categories. Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta. Everyone is having the Manasalinga. He is also Manasalinga. That means Manasalinga means symptoms related to nature, Swabhava. And also activities, Kayika. What kind of sadhana they do, based upon that also you can classify Kayika. And how they speak, Vachika. Okay, now we'll be doing what? Dividing sadhus based upon the symptoms related to the nature of the sadhus into 3, Uttama, Madhyama, and Kanishta. First one we are seeing what? So Manasalinga. Linga means symptoms. Manasalingas of Uttama Bhakta, Uttama Bhagavat. What is said? Where it is said? 11.2.45. Okay. What is saying this sloka? So Manasilingas, how can you identify these symptoms? Can you see these symptoms? That means the nature of the Uttama Bhakta, Madhyama, and Kanishta. So can you see that nature? No, that nature can be experienced. You're understanding? That nature is experienced. Tattad anubhava dvara gamyena manasakalingena bhagavatam lakshayati. Like Uttama Bhakta, he is seeing all the time. So in everywhere, Paramatma. So how do you know he is Uttama Bhakta? Eh? The nature of the Uttama Bhakta, how can you come to know? Eh? It can be experienced, that's all. It cannot be seen. You cannot see that. He himself, you also experiences. If you are Uttama. So Uttama Bhakta is looking like a mad guy. And you may think that he is a mad person. But he is, yeah. How can you say he is, how can you differentiate he's a man? Externally looks like a man. How to know his nature? That is what? Anubhavadvara gamyena manasakalingena. Manasalinga. That means the symptom of this nature can be experienced only. It cannot be seen or, yeah, measured. You cannot measure taking a tape and this much. Okay, Uttama Bhakta, you cannot do that. If you go to that stage, then you will have experience. No question. If you take, then you will not go to Bangladesh. You will be here only for 1 more year. Whereas you will become. Your visa will be expired and you will be here only. Then permanently a member of. Okay, mic will not be given to you. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam. Control your questions. मुझे भी अच्छा है तब तो कोई चिंता नहीं रहेगा तो. Okay, so Bhagavatam Lakshayati. That means we are going to describe the Uttama Bhakta based upon the symptoms of his nature. So which can be experienced only. Anubhava dvara gamyena. Anubhava dvara avagamyena. Manasika manasalingena. These can be experienced actually. So that means Uttama, Kanishta, Madhyama, you can, these classification you can do. Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta classification you can do based upon the manasalingas, based upon the type of sadhana they practice, based upon the shraddha. Also you can categorize. That means, so sadhus can be 3 types based upon shraddha. Komala shraddha, Kanishta. So Drudha Shraddha, but cannot be supported by the Shastric injunctions, and that means he cannot support his Shraddha based upon the Shastric injunctions and logic, then it is Madhyama Shraddha. And he is having Drudha Shraddha, but he can support his Shraddha based upon the injunctions of the Shastra and also its logic, then it is Drudha Shraddha. So Uttama Shraddha. Like that, Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta. You can classify sadhus based upon the Shraddha. You can classify sadhus based upon the nature. You can classify sadhus based upon the sadhana they practice. You can classify sadhus based upon the what they speak. Yeah. So classification, yeah. You will be seeing everything. All the classifications you are going to see. So next what? We'll be seeing more. That means what are the symptoms of the Uttam Bhaktas? Let us see. Sarva Bhuteshu iti evam ratah swapriya nama kirtya jata anuraga drata chittaha uchchaihi iti Sri Kavivakyoktaritya yas chittadrava hasarodana janubhavaka अनुभावकानुरागवश्यत्वात् खं वायुम अग्निम इत्यादि तदुक्त प्रकारेणैव चेतना चेतनेषु सर्वभूतेषु आत्मनो भगवद्भावम् आत्माविष्टो यः भगवदाविर्भावः तमेव इत्यर्थः पश्येद् अनुभवति. Uttama Bhakta he is seeing the various jada, chetana, achetana padarthas. Okay, this Uttama Bhakta's heart is here. How this heart? This heart is evam ratah swapriya nama kirtya. Means he keep on chanting and chanting holy names. Because of this, what had happened? Jata anuragaha. He got the strong attachment to the Lord. Attachment to the Lord because of Nama Sankirtan. So attachment to the Lord. Jata anuragaha. Then Druta Chitta Uchaihi. Druta Chittaha. So because of this attachment to the Lord and doing this bhakti, this heart is melted, soft heart. Then yes, chitta. And in this soft heart, what is coming out? Chitta drava, hasa, rodana. Sometimes he laugh. Rodana, cries. Rodana, anubhava. These are all what? When in the love, so when one reach to the stage of the prema, so there are the anubhava, vibhava, anubhava, sanchari bhava. So satviki bhava. Okay, very good. Here, from here, without this picture, I will not stop any. I will not end any class. Okay. Here, this is prema. In the stage of prema, what? Prema is nothing but what? Combination of, it's a mix of sthayi bhava plus vibhava plus anubhava plus sanchari bhava and so on. So all together, if you mix all, so like rasna powder, water, sugar, and some flavors, then you'll get the ras. Similarly, water is sthayi bhava, base, and then sugar and some other things, flavors, and this, so on. So then you get the ras. This is anubhava is what? Is the in the form of action, chesta rupa it is. Remaining all are in the bhava rupa. This is in the actions. What are the examples? Crying, rolling on the road, shouting, screaming, so many, dancing, all these are all anubhavas. Okay, this devotee, this Uttama Bhakta is here. Okay, and his heart is soft now. He's getting what kind of anubhavas? So crying, laughing sometimes. He is screaming, whatever. Anubhavakanuraga vashyatvat. Rodana janubhavakanuraga vashyatvat. So he's completely in the control of love, and he is exhibiting all these symptoms. And such a person, what he's going to do? Kam vayumagnim ityadi tadukta prakarenev chetana achetane. Vayu, kam vayumagnim. What is this sloka? This sloka is telling 11 to 41. Kam vayumagnim salilam mahimcha jyotim shistvani disho drumadin सरित् समुद्राश्च हरे शरीरं यत् किंच भूतं प्रणमेद अनन्यः. So what is the sadhu is doing? So this sadhu is, whenever he see a water, fire, or anything, any non-living or living matter, so jyotimshi, so trees, everything, whatever he sees, sarit, that means rivers, so an ocean, so everything he is seeing as, everything is seeing as the sariram yat kinchit. He's seeing everything is the body of the Lord. All the, that means if you see building, if you see the fan, if you see the water, if you see the fire, if you see anything, everything he's seeing as the body of the Lord. And he's seeing Lord in that body. Body of the Lord means Lord is there in that body. Okay, that is already said. That means this sloka already Kavi already said the various symptoms, but those are not said in the systematic way, in a Madhyama Uttama. So that's the thing. That means how he did. Whatever Kavi said, those things he said in a systematic way. That's a classification way. So Kavi already said that. So sadhu, he is seeing everything as the body of the Lord. So this sadhu, this uttama adhika, this means uttama bhakta, whose heart is completely melted and who is in the control of these anubhavas, and such a person, he's seeing everything. That means this is a fire, this is air, this is ant, this is dog, this is river, this is ocean, this is sky, this is you. And everywhere he is seeing, everything he is seeing as the body of the Lord. And what he is seeing in that body? Bhagavat bhavam atmanah bhagavat bhavam atma bhishto yah bhagavadavir bhavah. He is the devotee of whom? That means maybe he is a devotee of the Krishna, maybe he is a devotee of the Vishnu, maybe he is a devotee of the Varaha or Nrsimha, Matsya, Kurma, whatever. That Lord he is seeing in everything. That Lord. And yo bhagavadavirbhavah tameva ityardha pashyed anubhavati atah tani cha bhutani atmani swachitte tatha spurati. Yo bhagavan tasminneva tadashritatveneva anubhavati. That is the meaning of sarveshu yah pashyed bhagavad bhavam. That means the one who sees in every animated and inanimated objects, sees the his dear Lord. He is not seeing the Paramatma. What is he seeing? Whomever he worships, his dear Lord, his worshipable Lord, his worshipable deity, he sees there. Then what he will do then? After seeing, he keep on paying obeisance. And he is shouting and dancing and laughing. That's what is his duty? Nothing, no duty. Only this is a duty. No preaching, nothing. What he will do? Where is seeing anyone is needed this? No preaching, nothing. Because his heart is completely melted and he is completely controlled by the anubhavas. That means controlled by anubhavas means he's not in his control. Whenever he cries, whenever he laughs, whenever he shouts, he doesn't know. When he will shout, when he will cry, he doesn't, because he's completely in control of anubhavas. That's why anubhava kara, anubhava ka anuraga vashyatvat. Anubhava ka anuraga vashyatvat. He's completely controlled by those. You want to be like that? Otherwise, you cannot go back to Godhead. It's not possible. There is no. Lord will not come. Why he will come? He doesn't have any business. Yeah. Uttama Bhaktas, yes, they are like that. Chetana, Chetaneshu, Sarva Bhuteshu, Atman, okay. And also, what he is saying, तानि च भूतानि आत्मनि स्वचित्ते तथा स्फुरति यः भगवान् तस्मिन् एव तद आश्रितत्वेन अनुभवति. And also he is experiencing in his heart. How he is experiencing? All these living entities are in shelter of Krishna. His Ishtadaivam, whatever. He is experiencing that. Also he is experiencing in his heart that all these living entities are having shelter in Supreme Law. In this way also he experiences. Yesha Bhagavatottamaha Bhavati. He is the best devotee. This is the perfection of the life. Anytime you felt like that, to become like this? No? Yes? Yes, you should feel. Then you'll desire. Huh? What? Kanti. No. In a dream, acha? Huh? You will not know also actually. But he'll never care for him. Ittameva Sri Vrajadevi Vrittam. Okay, we'll go for the examples now. We'll go for examples for Uttama Bhaktas. Let us discuss how they are feeling. So, first the main leaders are coming. Gopis, yes. They are coming. What they are saying? वनलतास्तरव आत्मनि विष्णुं व्यञ्जयन्त इव पुष्पफलाढ्याः इत्यादि. It's after Gopi Geet. Sorry, after the Rasa Panchadhyaya. Even in the Rasa Panchadhyaya also so many sections you can find. When Krishna was not visible for them, he cheated and he skipped away. He escaped actually from that. He started dancing with them little bit. Then all of a sudden, he created fighting among gopis. So he started showing so much love to other gopis. Then Srimati Radharani became so much envious by seeing that. And then, so that means these gopis, so when Krishna embraced them, they were raising their eyebrows by seeing the Radharani. Dekho, kya ho raha hai abhi? See what I am getting. Then she became envious. Immediately. Then she left Krishna and she went off. Then to pacify her, he complete left. Then everyone missing. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Then they started going back in searching the Krishna actually in that whole night. So at that time they were seeing the various creepers. They are just rolling on the road. So they are in the dust. By seeing that, they were understanding. They were thinking that how fortunate these latas, these creepers, so envious. These are all so fortunate. They are so greedy to have the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord every moment. What is this? So we want to see him, but these creepers definitely knows where Krishna went. But they are so it means uh, so the confidential servants, they are they will not tell us like that. They'll be seeing the so many emotions in the all the creepers and all the living and non-living entities. So okay, few examples we are going to see now. Okay, 10:59. वनलतास्तरवः वनलतास्तरव आत्मनि विष्णुं व्यञ्जयन्ता इव पुष्पफलाढ्याः प्रणतभार विटपा मधुधाराः प्रेमहृष्टतनवो ववृषुः स्म वनलतातरवः. These forest creepers, what they are doing? So the trees and the creepers in the forest respond by becoming so luxuriant with fruits and flowers. They seem to manifesting Lord Vishnu within their hearts as their branches bend, how with the weight and the filament on their trunks and vines stand erect out of the ecstasy of love of Godhead. So actually those creepers and the trees, they are, that means bending, and creepers also bending and touching the, so that means that all the bushes, all the trees branches, they are bending and touching the land. Why? Because big fruits are there, and because of that weight they are bending. But what gopis are seeing, definitely these all trees got the love of Krishna, and Krishna is manifesting in their heart, and that's why they are so much jubilant now. They are excited, and that's why they are now. So this, you see those all standing, their hair is standing on the end. So like that, they are seeing Krishna in their hearts. So like this, that is the, everywhere they see those entities are great devotees. So you might be thinking, oh, how much this much madness they get. But actually that is a fact, because they see only one tattva, that's a prema tattva everywhere. Everything is, even if they see the stone on the vraja, they think that so fortune this is, and getting the dust of every sadhu. And I am going inside to my house, whose dust I will get there? Staying whole day in the house, gopis will think, what I am getting here? And Krishna and all his gopas, all these So they are going, and this stone is so fortunate, is watching, and the sun is so best. Actually, he is watching all the time, Krishna. 12 hours completely. We don't have such a fortune. What is these trees? They are getting everyday company of the Lord. And we are so unfortunate. We are always in the houses. What a fortune, this flute is always with the Lord. Even in the night time also, he keep in his hand and he will sleep. He will never leave that. Like mobile. अच्छा क्या करें मोबाइल ही रहेगा तो क्या हम लोग ऐसे रहेगा मोबाइल ही रहेगा our consciousness will be mobile like our mobile we always keep mobile is like a wife for brahmacharis also now they are getting the wife in the form of mobile. Yes or no? Every time they are spending the whole day time. Of course, maybe good purpose or bad purpose, that's up to them. This constant companion, mobile consciousness, International Society for Mobile Consciousness. Yes. So, okay. यद्वा आत्मनः यो भगवति भावः प्रेम तमैवा चेतन अचेतनेषु भूतेषु पश्यति. That means they see whatever the love they are having, the same love in all the entities who are animated and inanimated. In all the, that means chetana, achetana, in all the entities they see the same love. शेषं पूर्ववत् अतएव भक्तरूप तदधिष्ठान बुद्धिजात भक्त्या तानि नमस्करोति. That's why they see everyone is a devotee of the Lord, great devotee of the Lord. Let's pay obeisances. They see the pillar. What a great fortune is a great devotee is getting all the time darshan of the Lord. This pillar. I am going to take prasadam here and there, but this pillar is not leaving the company of the Lord. Who is best? Pillar is the best devotee. He is standing and waiting all the time and seeing the Lord. This wall is best than me, better than me. Great devotee. Pay obeisances to the pillar. And then he will be feeling the ecstasy and crying. And sometimes he cries by seeing the pillar, he will be crying, sitting and there crying and laughing. This is the thought. So that's why Tani Namaskaroti. They are paying obeisances to all, everything. They may be ecstasy and they may leave something or they may whatever. शेषं खं वायुम् इत्यादौ पूर्वमुक्तम् इति भावः, which is said already in the previous slogan. That means everything is a body of the Lord. That's said. Na? So they see everything as a devotee of the Lord. Because they are devotees, that's why they in their heart, Lord is there. They are seeing everywhere Lord means. So that is object. And in that heart, so Lord is there. So that means Lord is there means that is a devotee. Even the ant he see, and that ant also he will be seeing the Lord. And it's paying obeisance to the ant. Then he will pay obeisance to the ant. You may think what he is doing. By seeing externally what he is doing. Then you will not see that there is a ant also. Yes. So that's why you cannot understand the nature of the Uttam Bhakta. Only you should experience. Okay. Why we are studying then? Because if you become like, you should understand this. You'll become or not? Huh? Why? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't depress. Definitely, you'll get the time to experience. Really, I want to experience really. I don't know. Next, Nadyastada tadupadharya मुकुंद गीतम वार्ता लक्षित मनोभव भग्न वेगा. Once again, gopis. They are saying in the 21st chapter, 21st 15. नद्यास्तदा उपधार्य मुकुंद गीतम आवर्तलक्षित मनोभव भग्न वेगाः आलिंगन स्थगितम् ऊर्मि भुजैः मुरारेः गृह्णाति पादयुगलं कमलो कमलोपहाराः. That means these rivers, when Krishna started playing a flute, then Yamuna, in that Yamuna, water is flowing, and that water is stopped to flow. It was not proceeding. It started coming back. Is just is a whirlpool. That means circulating there itself, becoming whirlpools, circulating there itself. That water. Actually, whirlpools comes in another region. Actually, when you flow, if you keep something, then automatically after this they move like this. By seeing the whirlpools, what they are thinking, gopis? This water, this river is so greedy, and this water is having so much attachment for the Lord's Geetam. That means Venu Geetam. That means flute sound. So attached, and they don't want to go further, and circulating here itself. See how they are great. What we have actually never had. Nothing. Our love is nothing in front of their love. That is like that they think. It's not that the thinking, it is reality. Makeup nahi banate. It's real. Yes. Then with the arms of their waves, rivers embrace Murari's load. That means they come out from the bank and try to touch the Lord's lotus feet. Those waves in that rivers. And they also are offering their lotus flowers from that river. There are various lotus flowers. They are coming out through those waves and touching the lotus feet of the Lord. And they are offering those flowers. So that is, they see like that. Then what is the limit of Krishna consciousness? You should understand. Where is the boundary? Where can you draw any boundary? You cannot. That is Krishna consciousness. Where we are and where to go. We are not able to bear even a simple doshas in our devotees. In devotees. And they are seeing the devotion in the non-devotees. Even they are non-living entities. That is the Krishna consciousness. It's not. We are nowhere actually. Should not compare also. Should not. Okay. Yadva Sri Pattamahashibirapi. Pattamahashis, the queens of Sudwarika. What they are saying? Kurari Vilapasitvam 1060 15. Acha, 19, 90. Sorry. Yes. So the Kurari Vilapasitvam Vita Nidrana Sheshe Swapiti Jagati Ratyam Ishwaro Gupta Padodhaha Vayam Yuvasaki Kaschid Gadha Nirvidha Cheta Nalina Nayana Hasodara what is that? Lilekshitena. Oh, Kurari bird, you are lamenting. Now it is night, and somewhere in this world, the Supreme Lord is asleep in a hidden place. But you are wide awake, oh friend, unable to fall asleep. Is it that, like us, you have had your heart pierced to the core of core by the lotus-eyed Lord's munificent, playful, smiling glances? This bird is in the night time. She's keep on shouting. And these Pattamahashis also, they are in the separation of the Lord. And they are thinking that, I think this bird is also having the more separation than us. This bird is feeling more separation than us for Krishna. Really, this bird's heart is so much broken. That's why it is shouting so much. We are not doing that. It's crying. This bird is crying. So that means everything, you may think, but everything can be seen as devotion of the Krishna. It's possible. Nothing is remaining. Nikki, for the Uttama Bhakta. So very good actually. Today no questions because such a good topic. If you ask questions for this, then whole Rasabhas hypothetical questions. Yes. Okay. Sarveshu bhuteshu yaha pashet bhagavad bhavamatmanah bhutani bhagavatyaatmanyasha. This is the sloka we took, which is telling about the Uttama Bhakta, the nature of the Uttama Bhakta, the symptoms related to the nature of the Uttama Bhakta. This is sloka. Some people they say this sloka is telling about the Brahmagnani. Atra na brahmagnanyabhidhiyate. So, but our Jiva Goswami is kindly requesting them, don't see any brahmagnani here, please. It is purely Uttama Bhakta. If you give Bhagavatam to the Mayavadis, then what he will do? He will, he will write commentary such a way on this sloka also completely Brahmagnan, Brahma. He is seeing everywhere Brahman. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So, but you cannot take the subject matter of this sloka is Brahmagnani. How? What are reasons? Let us see. So, what is that? So, reasons are discussed here. Bhagavataihi tasgnanasya tatphalasya cha heyatvena jiva bhagavat vibhaga abhavena cha bhagavat tattva virodhat. Bhagavataihi tasgnanasya tasfalasya cha heyatven. Here in this sloka, what is said? Bhagavatottamaha. So this kind of seeing is nothing but Brahma Gnanam, if you say. Then, but here in this sloka, who his name is mentioned? See, Bhagavatottamaha. Was that means Bhagavatottama is not at all interested in Brahman. So that means people may think that this here Bhagavatottama is nothing but a Brahma Gnani and he is seeing everywhere Brahman. So can you take like that? No, because Bhagavatottama never likes Brahma Gnanam, or also the result of Brahma Gnanam is what? Merging into the Brahman. That also he doesn't want. So that's why here, whatever the vision is explained in this sloka, it is not the vision of Brahma Gnani. Because here in the sloka, the word Bhagavatottama is mentioned, he never likes Brahma Gnanam, or also the result of the Brahma Gnanam. And also you see, in the case of the Brahmagnanis, they don't see difference between the two objects. Jiva Bhagavat Vibhaga Abhavena. So Brahmagnanis, they don't see any difference between the Jiva and so, but here what he is seeing Bhagavatottama, he is seeing Lord everywhere and he is seeing himself as different from that, and he is paying obeisances to that Lord. So that means, so there is a difference between the Upasaka, Jiva, and so Bhagavat Bhaga is there, Vibhaga is there. So that's why this sloka is not telling about Brahmagnani's case, Brahmagnani's vision. Jiva Bhagavat Vibhaga Abhavena cha Bhagavat Tattva Virodhat. So that's why. And Brahmagnanis, they don't want to see any difference between the Jiva and Ishvara. So, but is it liking for the Bhagavatottamas? No. Brahmagnanis, Gnanam also they like? No. Result of the Brahmagna they like? No. Because of all these reasons, this sloka is not meant for the subject matter of this sloka is not Brahmagnani. The Bhagavatottama means you should take separately from the Brahmagnani. This sloka is not telling about Brahmagnani. Because there is a big difference between Brahmagnani and Bhagavatottama. Bhagavatottama never like the Brahmagnanam or the result of the Brahmagnanam. And also he never that means see the non-difference between the Jiva and Ishvara. So because of these reasons. Next. Bhagavat Tattva Virodhat Ahaitukya Vyavahita Ityadi Katyantika Bhakti Lakshananusarena Sutaram Uttamatva Virodhacha. So what he is saying in the 33rd canto 29th chapter 12th, Kapila is saying, what is the Ananya Bhakti? Bhagavat Bhakta. Uttama Bhakta is always Ananya Bhakta. Yes. Ananya Bhakta means who are Ananya Bhaktas? Madhyama and Uttama. Both are Ananya Bhaktas. Kanishta is not Ananya Bhakta. Why? Because he doesn't have any Drudha Shraddha. That's why. So that's it. So here Ananya Bhakta. Uttama Bhakta is definitely Ananya Bhakta. Madhyam Bhakta is also definitely Ananya Bhakta. Ananya Bhakti means Ahaitukya Vyavahita Ityadika Atyantika Bhakti Lakshananusarena Sutaram Uttamatva Virodhacha. If you say here in this sloka, it is telling about the Brahmagnani or Brahmagnanam, then Brahmagnanam will be stopping the characteristics of the Uttama Bhakta. What is the characteristics of Uttama Bhakta? ahaitukya pratihata. That means the loving devotional service is unmotivated and uninterrupted. And if you take this sloka, is telling about Brahmagnani, that is nothing but Uttama Bhakta, then this Brahmagnana will be definitely stop the characteristics of the Uttam Bhakta, that is Ahaitukya Pratihata. So that's why this sloka is not telling about Brahmagnani. Understanding or not? Sri Charan Das. Understanding? You got already initiated name. By birth you are initiated. Sri Charan Das. Good. Next, Nacha Nirakareshwara Gnanam. This is also not telling about, this sloka is not telling about Nirakareshwara Gnanam. Why? So, because Uttama Bhaktas, here it is said Bhagavatottama. Bhagavatottama is always finally what? He's trying to use the ropes of love, so to bind the lotus feet of the Lord in his heart. Bhagavatottama, what he does? He takes the ropes and he ties the lotus feet of the Lord with that rope. Pranaya Rashana. That means the rope of love. Rope. The rope of love they will take. And that's why Lord tries to go away, but kaha jayega tum? They will bind. They control him. कहीं नहीं भागना है, बस इधर ही बैठो. That is the quality of Uttama Bhakta. So such a Uttama Bhakta. So here is described here. How can you say this sloka is telling about Nirishwara Gnanam? Because Nirishwara, that means, sorry, Nirakareshwara. That means if that Ishwara is not having any form, then how they will find the rope the lotus feet of the Lord? There need of the lotus feet or not? Understanding or not? I am only laughing. I don't know. Everybody is seeing with blank face. I don't. He loves himself. Atra Brahmagnani na abhidhiyate. Atra means atra kutra. Where? Atra means in this sloka. Brahmagnani na abhidhiyate. Brahmagnani is not told. So Bhagavatottama means you should not take as Brahmagnani. Because both are having the differences. That is the point. Some intellectual students, they try to take from the 11 to 45. So what? It is referring to Brahmagnani. That means, actually in that sloka, what is there? It is, what is said? Bhagavatottama, hai na? Bhagavatottama. They are thinking that Bhagavatottama is nothing but what? Brahmagnani. But we are saying, no. So he is not Brahmagnani. Because so he doesn't like Brahmagnanam and result of Brahmagnanam. He doesn't like. But he likes, but he doesn't like. So that's why you cannot say this sloka is telling about Brahmagnani. This one. Second is what? He doesn't want to see the difference between upasaka and upasya. So, but also he doesn't like to see non-difference between jiva and jiva, non-difference between jiva and Lord. He is seeing jiva as the adhisthana for the, he is loving, is a worshipable deity. But he likes, so that's why. So the and his characteristics and his characters are different. So that's why this sloka is not telling Brahma Jnani. Okay, next what? So if you take here, this sloka is telling about Brahma Jnani, but what is the characteristic of the Bhagavatottama? Ahaituki apratihata. He is doing devotion all the time. Ahaituki, that means without any motivation. So unmotivated, uninterrupted, unmotivated, unmotivated and uninterrupted devotion he does. If you say he is, and that means this is the characteristics of the Bhagavatam, but Brahma Jnani never do this. Unmotivated and uninterrupted service to the Lord. So that's why this similarity is there between these two. That's why this sloka is not telling about Brahma Jnani. Next what? Finally, what? Nirishwara. Also, over. This much is over. This much is over. Now we are coming to one. This sloka is also, so here Bhagavatottama means Nirakaropasaka. You cannot say Nirakareshwara. Nirakareshwara. Nirakareshwaropasaka. Nirakareshwaropasaka. Can you take here Bhagavatottama as Nirakareshwaropasaka? No. Here you cannot take Bhagavatottama as Nirakareshwaropasaka, because what is the reason? Reason is because Bhagavatottama tries to bind the lotus feet of the Lord with the rope of love. So he is binding the Lord's lotus feet. But Nirakareshwara, there is no akara. How can you say this Bhagavatottama is Nirakara Upasaka? So that's why this is the point. Bhagavatottama tries to bind lotus feet of the Lord with the rope of love. Question and answers. Yes. Tata Sandarbha, we were doing like this only, actually. We did like this.
Prabhuji, in the beginning, we quoted this 553 because we cannot have this kind of association, Parshad and all. Practical level,
yes,
there was one verse which was quoted from 553.
Yes, yes.
Yes, that verse. I did not know the Sanskrit, but at least the Sanskrit means the translation.
Yeah, Eva Maishe, it is telling that. So they have, that means Sneha Srikta Yuktaha. That means they have love in the Lord. Also, that is referring, so they are not having attachment for the family and wife. And but still they have this some kind of, that means, so that means they are accepting menial means to maintain his body. So that means it is referring that definitely they don't have any so Parshad Deha, because they are still in the samsara with the wife, but they are with wife, but they don't have any attachment. That means that means completely detached, and also they have some kind of samskaras. That's why still they are maintaining their body. So that means Vishaya Vairagyam is there, samskaras are there, and also they didn't have parshad there. So such a sadhus we are seeing.
But this is a very generic definition of a sadhu. No, there's some general.
So that's why we have in reality. So this kind of dhatus, sadhus. So then, how to identify those sadhus? That's.
So Bhagavad Uttama, the classification which has been done from the Bhagavad perspective, Uttama, Madhyama, Kanishta. This Uttamadhikari fits in Bhava and Prema stage only, na? Not below that.
That we will discuss. That whole discussion will come now. Even Uttama is having several levels.
Yes, fine. Okay.
Subhangi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful session, Prabhuji. I have a small confusion. You said Uttama Bhakta, he sees everything as the Lord of the body, and also he sees that Lord is there in everyone and everything.
Yes.
So both the ways means he sees everyone as the body of the Lord.
You are saying something as take 1 second, Mataji. Take this as the object. So he sees it is the seeing that even fire, water, any material as the body of the Lord means it is body and inside.
Lord is present as Paramatma. Yeah. Yes, but body
not
of
Paramatma.
The Lord means
not Paramatma. His
Lord is in everything means what, Baba?
He's seeing his own worshipable deity, worshipable Lord.
Okay. And even the Lord's body also, how to take it, Prabhuji? Like, it's you mean to say it is like Virat Rupa or something like that?
No, Virat
or Karpotaka Sai, or what, Prabhuji? How we understand?
He's
how
seeing
we
everywhere,
can see?
Lord. Like that, you should take.
No specific form like that. Okay.
No.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, in case of Uttama Bhakta, you said they try to bind the Lord with the rope of love. But if we see, like, if means not see, here we can assume like if your Lord is not present physically, so we can find Uttama Bhakta because Lord is not present, he can try. But what if after achieving, suppose he achieved Lord and he bind the rope of Lord with the rope of love in spiritual world, probably. Then what next? Then we have to exist eternally. And what is our next activity? Our whole life got stopped then.
Play with him. That's all. मजा लो उनसे और वो भी आपसे मजा लेंगे बस. It's fun. Devotion means enjoyment. There is no duty. Okay. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.